Hey guys, so today I'm gonna do my makeup for you. Last week I posted a picture onto my Instagram and my Facebook. This was the picture, and you guys really liked it, and it was very sweet, all of the very nice comments that you guys left me, and everybody wanted me to recreate it. So I decided that today is a good day to do that. Hopefully this comes out okay. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, and I have a different camera, and I've been messing with the lighting in here, so hopefully you guys can see it okay. It's not like I do this all the time. I'm not a professional at this, so hopefully this comes out all right. But I'm going to show you guys how I did it and what products I used, so hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you guys want to see from me next. Like, what do you guys want to learn how to do? What kind of looks do you want? You can send me pictures, whatever you want to do. But yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see. I feel like this is fairly simple to do. It's really not that hard. I did wear fake lashes. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I just decided since I was going out that night, I might as well. So, but anyway, let's get started, and hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so the first thing I generally start off with is I like to moisturize my face. I've already done that. And then I sometimes I'll use a primer, not all the time. But lately I've really been liking doing this. If you have oily skin, don't do this. You're gonna look really greasy. I don't know what happened to me, but as I got older, my skin started drying out more. So I don't know, it's weird. If you have oily skin, skip this step. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the liquid version. You can get like the standard like compact highlighter, but this is the liquid version. Or if you don't want to buy this, this is literally almost out. I've had it for so long. I will probably buy it again, but if you don't want to spend that much money on it, I got this from Walgreens. It's that brand number 7. It's their Skin Illuminator. Pretty much the exact same thing, anything that's a liquid illuminator. So I like to take this and I literally just put it on my face like so. And you can see that I have like literally reached the end of it. Okay, so put that on and rub it in. I just really like glowy skin, and this does that for me. So do that, and then I like to let that set in for a minute or so, and then move on to the next step. I have a mirror under here, so if I keep looking down, that's why, because I have to see what I'm doing. Hopefully this will work. This setup that I have is not very professional, to say the least. So, okay, I think that'll work. All right, so the next thing I do is foundation. My favorite foundation in the entire world is Revlon Color Stay. This stuff is the bomb. I've tried so many other foundations, but for me, this one works. And they make it for oily skin, they make it for normal, I mean, they make it for all kinds of skin. I use the normal to dry one, and I am in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I tried to go a little bit lighter because I thought it was just a little bit too dark, and it made me look like a ghost. So we're back to 220. So I'm not a big fan of makeup brushes as far as putting on foundation. I just don't really care for it, so I like to use my sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge. You can use a beauty blender, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. But this is like $6 at Walgreens, Walmart, Target, wherever you want to go. I love these. You just get them wet and they poof up, and they're really great. So I just take my foundation and I put 3 squirts on the back of my hand, and then I take and I just put it all over my face like so. I know some people don't like to do this. They think they're gonna get too much foundation. Whatever works for you. So I just put this all over like so. And I like using that illuminator because it makes me feel like I've gotten some sun when I definitely have not, because it's too damn hot to go outside right now unless I'm going swimming, and I will not go swimming with makeup on. So anyways, so just put this all over your face. Okay, and then it doesn't matter what end you use. Obviously I like to use this end, it's got all the makeup on it. And then you just pat it into your skin, just like that. And you can see how nicely it goes on my skin. Make sure to go up onto your ears and go down your neck so it doesn't look like you have a mask on. Make sure you get up into your hairline too, just a little bit. You don't have to get a lot up in there, but just, you know, so that it all blends. 3 pumps seems to be the right amount to cover my face, and then the little bit of extra that I do have on, I just absorb it and I just put it on my neck. Or if I need extra coverage somewhere else, that's what I use the extra for, but I rarely use more than 3 pumps. Okay, next step is concealer. I have a lot of concealers I like. The one that I have been using lately, where is it? I just searched for 10 minutes and it was sitting here the whole time. Anyways, the concealer I've been liking a lot is $7 from Ulta. It is by Makeup Revolution. It's Conceal and Define. It looks like this. I was going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the backup. But anyway, so I like to take this and let me get a little closer so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. We're gonna become real good friends, guys. Okay. All right. So I kind of like to do like an upside down triangle under my eyes, like this. Okay. I know it looks really crazy right now. And then I take a little bit and I put it in between my eyebrows. And then I bring it down onto my nose. Okay? Put a little bit on your chin and a little bit on your cupid's bow. Just like that. Okay? Now, I like to let that sit there for just a second. For whatever reason, I don't know, I'm just weird. It's one of my weird makeup OCD things. And then whenever I have let enough time pass, I blend it in. So I take the same end of my blender and just start blending it in. This is going to kind of lift out those areas and bring some lightness to your face. I'm not really big on like the whole contour and highlight thing. Like I just like to, nobody looks natural with makeup, let's be honest. But I like to make it as natural looking as possible. Now don't get me wrong, there are some days where I want to look a little crazy, but this is not how I want it to look that night. So I just blend it all in, and you can see it looks pretty normal. It doesn't look crazy. So, and one of my really bad habits is I go like this a lot. I like raise my eyebrows and I wrinkle my forehead. So, and by the way, make sure you get these little nose creases really good, because makeup likes to not get in there. So I like to make sure I cover them really well. Anyway, back to my wrinkles. I like to, before I go in and powder and set everything, I like to go in and make sure that I've gotten everything smoothed out before I put my powder on and it sets in my wrinkles. So to set my powder, I love this stuff. This is air spun. I got this from Walgreens well over a year ago. It's like less than $10. It's amazing. It smells like an old lady and I love it. It works so good. So I know there's already a lot in here, but you just want to like flip it over and let a little bit out, and then you open it up very carefully because it's going to get everywhere. And then there's a lot of it. So what I like to do is I just take my sponge and I just dip it in there like that. Okay, so now you have the powder on the end. And then dab, dab. And then I just kind of go in and blend it out like that. I know some people, this is where they would do that whole baking thing. I don't really care to bake. So yeah. See, I'm going to go over my forehead, get all of my wrinkles taken care of, go in, grab some more, and then just lightly powder my forehead. So that's what I do. I just go in, get a little bit more, and I just go in and I powder my whole face. I have not put anything on my eyelid yet. There's a reason for that. I know that a lot of people like to prime their eyelids. For most other looks, I will prime my eyelids. But for this one in particular, I'm not going to because I'm doing it a little bit differently than I normally would. I have really, I do have the dry skin, but I have oily eyelids. So I must set my eyelids before I put any eyeshadow on them. Normally, but not today, okay? So, now the face is nice and matte. Get that out of the way. And we smell like an old lady, and I think it smells fantastic. Okay, so now your base is done. Doesn't look too crazy. Looks pretty natural as far as makeup can go. So the next thing I like to do, because I get a little insecure and I don't like being without bronzers, I like to bronze my face up a little bit before I go into the eyes. So I have a lot of different bronzers that I really, really like, but the one that I've been consistently using lately is my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This stuff is the bomb. I have been using Benefit for the past, oh God, 12 years. I love Benefit. I remember going to the Benefit counter when I was, I don't know, maybe 13, 14, and that was what my mom took me to buy first, and we got a ton of it, and I love Benefit. So anyway, this is the little mini bronzer. You can tell I've hit pan, I use it a lot. So I use this Real Techniques brush. I love their brushes. They're affordable and they're great brushes. This is a multitask brush. So I just dab it in there and then I go in right under my cheekbone. Same thing, I'm not contouring, I'm just bronzing my face. And then I like to go in on my forehead and just bronze my face up. I just feel, personally, I feel better when my face is bronzed and tan looking. That's just a preference I have. I know some people like to have really fair skin. I'm pretty pale as it is, but I really feel much more confident when I'm tanned and my face is tan. So that's what I do to make myself feel a little better. And then I like to put just a little bit around my mouth. Now, I use a lot of bronzer, I'm not gonna lie. This is just one of many. And you don't have to use that much bronzer. It's totally up to you. This is just how I do it. And this is how I did my makeup that night that of the picture. So it's just a lot of repetitive stuff. And then I like to go on my neck just a little bit. Okay. Then I go in with a different bronzer. I told you I was using a lot of bronzer. The next one is by The Balm. It's called Balm Desert. Now this is a bronzer and a blush. I buy this stuff, I think I got this at Kohl's, and then they also sell it randomly at Nordstrom Rack. But this is what it looks like. Same thing. Go in, go over the same spots. This one is a little bit more of a mauve-y color, but I just like to layer these. I think they look really pretty all together for the finished product. Okay. Next, I like to do my eyebrows. Eyebrows are extremely important, guys. I remember I figured this out a long time ago. I didn't quite figure out the right brows for me until not that long ago, but I figured out that good brows make a huge difference. So, I like them to look kind of natural. So what I like to do is I like to go in and brush them out first. So I'm gonna get you guys in a little closer for this. Okay, so for my brows, I take this little brush, it's from e.l.f., and I brush my brows up. Okay, and then I go in with a brow pencil. You can use whatever brow pencil you want. The one I have is this NYX brow pencil. This is in the shade ash brown. It looks like this. It's just got a little flat top. At the end it's got a spoolie, but this is so dirty from all my other makeup that that's why I like to use that other brush. Excuse me. So the way I like to start my brows is I start on the inner corner first. So I make a line down here, and then I just go over. Okay, so I like to do the bottom first, and then I just kind of fill them in right here. And then I start slowly doing the top, but very gently. I don't want them to be too harsh. And if they end up, you do like a little too heavy of a stroke, that's okay. That's why we have a brush, because we can brush it out and lighten them up. So then you get to this point, and then you just kind of fill things in. Okay, and then I go back in with that brush. I'll make a better video on this someday if you guys want it. This is just like a quick little run through of how I do my brows. Okay, see, that looks so much better. Then I like to go into this little corner right here and just kind of square them off a little bit, okay? And that's it, that's one brow, already done. Okay, so now we're on to the eyes. So, like I said, I didn't do a primer because we're gonna go in with this awesome eyeshadow. One of my favorite makeup brands is ColourPop. ColourPop is the bomb, okay? Can you focus on that, please? There we go, okay. This one, I think, is from the Kathleen Lights collection, but look how pretty it is. Oh my goodness. Come on. I know you want to focus on my nails. Anyway, it's rose gold. It's phenomenal. So what I like to do, and these are $5, guys, $5 each. They're phenomenal. Go buy them. So what I like to do is I take my little ring finger and I rub it in there. Okay. And then I go on my lid and I put it all over my lid. I don't know what it is about these shadows, y'all, but they stay. Like this one does. I don't know. I don't need a primer with this one. It's amazing. So I put that on. And a lot of days when I am like just in a rush and I don't feel like doing like my full makeup, I will just, or I don't feel like doing like a full eye, but I still want to like do my makeup, I'll just use this for eyeshadow, and it looks great. Now we're going to start blending our eyeshadows. So this is the palette that I have. It's one that I just buy like the individual shadows, and I put it in a little Z palette. So I like to use, where's my brush? So this brush, if you guys are gonna buy one blending brush, go buy this brush. It is the Morphe M433. You can get it at Ulta. They sell them in stores now, or you can get it from the Morphe website. This brush is phenomenal. It will change your makeup game. I like to use this color. Let me find out what color it is. This is by Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek is one of my other all-time favorite makeup brands. I've been ordering from them for a really long time. I believe they just went to Target. But it's this color. You can tell I like it. But this is called Wild West. You can see right there. I know it's backwards, but anyway, use Wild West and just get a little bit. So, and then I like to tap, get all the excess off, because this stuff will go on a little heavy. And then I'm gonna go in my crease above where I put that other shadow. So, and I want to focus this more on the outer corner. So you want to get all that color in on the outer corner and then kind of drag it inward. But I'm just doing these circular motions, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to just take it up a little bit. I'm going to dust off my brush again. And then I'm just going to keep going back and forth. This part should take you the longest of anything because you're blending. So once you put that on, if you feel like I put a little too much on, here's what you do. You get a lighter color. This color, it's like a light, very light lilac, also by Makeup Geek. This color is called Confection. Okay, focus. Okay, so like I was saying, if you feel like you went a little too heavy-handed, just pick up a little bit of that light color. Okay, this is just a bigger blending brush. This is a Sigma E40. It's a bigger blending brush. I mean, if you guys want a video on brushes, I can totally do that too. So just take a little bit of it and just go up here and just blend it out. Okay, just like that. Okay, easy. Next, I like to put a little bit on my lower lash line to balance it out. I mean, you could wait and do it later, but this is just how I do it. So this is another Morphe brush. This is an M213. It's a little tiny brush. Love this brush. And then I'm going to go into Wild West and pick up just a little bit of it on my brush like that. And then I'm going to get really close so you guys can see this. And I'm going to put this on my lash line. Just like that. Now I'm going to bring this in a little bit more than halfway. Like that, okay? Now it looks crazy. We're going to fix that. You're going to go in with another brush, which is the Morphe M507. This is a great little blending brush. See, it's tapered at the end. Come on, focus please. There we go. It's tapered at the end, okay? Now, don't dip into anything. Just go in there and blend like crazy. I know I'm gonna look really weird right now. Okay, for it. I'm gonna go back in with this 507 and I'm gonna pick some up on my brush, on this tapered brush, dab it off once, and then I'm gonna start blending it. And I'm gonna bring it down lower because we are gonna end up putting black down here also. But the black we're gonna put like in our lash line. The black, you don't wanna carry it down too low, otherwise it's gonna look like you got hit in the eye. Now, we're gonna go back in with the 443, that first blending brush we used, and I'm gonna use a darker red. This is more of a maroon. This is called Cherry Cola. This is by Makeup Geek also. Okay, it's a really, really, really beautiful color. Put it on that same brush. Don't get a lot because this stuff will go a long way, okay? Hopefully you guys can see this okay. And once I have it kind of concentrated where I want it to go, then you'll see me kind of spread it out. But to start off with, I'm going to keep it deep in that crease. And then you can just kind of eyeball it and see where you need more. And if you want to, darken it up, it's totally up to you and your comfort level. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do my, my bottom lashes. So I'm going to take my 213 brush again, Cherry Cola, lash line. Remember, it doesn't have to look super pretty right now because we're going to go back in and we're going to blend it all out. Right now, I just want to get the color on there. I just want to darken it up. Take my brush, clean brush. Now, I'm going to go in with that brush we just blended. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Cherry Cola and I'm just going to put it on here and blend it out. Okay. Now, after I do that, I like to go back into Wild West, pick up a little bit, and then go even further down. Just a little bit. So I know that looks a little wonky and crazy right now. So, what I do is I take my M433, the big blending brush, and I go into a lighter color. Now this one is, what is this? This one's by ColourPop. This is a pressed one. This one's called Made to Last. It's just a very light pinky taupe type color. I like to put this on the end of my brush, just like this. Now these ones are a little more powdery, so you gotta be careful. But I just put it on underneath here, and I just blend everything out. Same concept as that other brush, but just bigger. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with Cherry Cola and darken up the top again, because it's not dark enough for me. So this is a lot of what it is. You just go in and decide, is this dark enough for me? Do I like this or not? Okay? Okay, now I need to blend everything out again. So I'm going to go back into Confection and this large blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend it all out. just like this. Okay, so this is the stuff I bought the other day at Ulta. This, oh, stuff's amazing. So this is Stila. This is Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. It's a little tube. Open it up, and it's literally liquid freaking glitter. Look at that. Okay, this one is in the shade Kitten Karma. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom you in again. Glittery it is. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're putting this on our lid. So, just like this, we're painting it on. You're gonna go everywhere that you put it on, you're just gonna go over on your lid. Be careful, try not to open your eye fully because it is wet and it will transfer. And I don't want this anywhere but my lid. And then I like to go back and do another coat because I'm crazy. So, go back in, put a little bit more. I really like to bring it right here on the inner corner because it makes it look so pretty. Alright, so now that we have that on and it's dried, the next thing I want to do is I go back in with more cherry cola. So because I want to blend everything in. I'm actually going to use a different brush. If you don't have this many brushes, that's fine. Just use the same brush. I would use, you know what? Just because I don't want you guys to have a million brushes, I'm going to go in with the same brush. I'm going to use an M507 again. I'm going to go back into cherry cola. Okay. And I'm going to go right on my crease. Okay, do that to both eyes. And then go back with your M433, this one. And we're gonna go back into Wild West, dip it a little bit in there. And then we're going to blend all this out. Alright, the next thing I like to do is I like to go in and put a tiny bit of eyeliner just so that when we do our mascara and our lashes, everything blends a little better. I really like this. This is NYX. It's called That's the Point, Hella Fine. It's really cute. So it looks like this. It's really skinny, and the tip is the best part. So it's got this itty bitty little tip, okay? This is going to be really strange for me to do this because I hate doing my eyeliner on camera, but I'm going to try my best for you guys. So what I do is I'm going to stay as close to my lash line as possible. So I like to hold it kind of next to my eye and just go like that. Okay. And when you're doing this, it's a good idea to have your elbow, like your arm that you're painting with essentially, have it braced against something. So right now I have it braced against my knee. Otherwise I'd have it braced on a table, you know, whatever. Sorry, there's a hair. I'm going to bring this all the way in. Just like that, okay? Now, I'm not going to leave it like this because, and like you'll get these little gold flecks that come off. Just take them off the eyeliner. if you can. There. Okay. So my lash line, like all this in here, it still is light. So I'm gonna fill that in. I don't want that to be light because it looks weird. So fill all this in, fill that lash line in so it's nice and dark. You could use kohl with this, like a kohl eyeliner. I like to use the liquid because I'm already using it. I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lash line, and then we're going to go in with black eyeshadow. So I am putting this literally in the lash line. Okay, go halfway. Don't do any more. We're gonna go in with black. This one, this black that I have is Corrupt by Makeup Geek. It's the blackest freaking black ever. Get some on your 213 brush. You don't need a lot because trust me, this stuff is so black. And then we're going to go over exactly where we just put that liner. And then we're just going to go back and forth because we want to smudge it. Besides this black eyeliner up here, I am not a fan of harsh lines on my makeup except for if, you know, that's what I really want to do. But for this look, that's not what I'm going for. This look is soft and sexy and blown out, and I'm not, you know, looking for harsh lines. So I like to use that liquid liner just for it to have a base essentially. So you see how nice that looks? Then I go in back with my 507 brush, and I'm going to take Wild West, put a little bit on there, and then I'm just going to blend it all out again. Alright, next we're going to do mascara. So I really like the Maybelline Total Temptation. Looks like this. It also comes in waterproof. This is what the brush looks like. Whatever, it's mascara brush. This thing is not mind focused, so whatever. So, I have long eyelashes. So what I like to do when I put mascara on is I hold the mirror like down here and I look up. Just like this. So that I try not to get it all over the hard work we just did. At this point, you could totally just do mascara and no lashes. But, I mean, I wanted a really pretty dramatic look that night. And I figured if I did all this work, I want to wear some fake lashes because I really wanted my eyes to stand out. So, now, go back to the other eye. Put some more on there. I like this brush because it doesn't clump my lashes together. It fans them out really, really pretty. Alright, so I don't know if anybody knows this trick, but this is what I do. I go in here and then I go top and bottom, like that. And it grabs all those eyelashes that you're not getting from the bottom. Ta-da! Okay, so let me zoom you in, and we're gonna go ahead and do our lower lashes. So I use a different mascara for my lower lashes. I use the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black because the brush on it is different. It's very separated. So I use that for my lower lashes. Let me see how to do this. This is going to be the weirdest face ever, but anyway. I like this brush because up top I want volume, and down here I want to make sure that I'm getting all my lashes. So this brush is great for that. And it's very precise. Okay, so now we're gonna do eyelashes. Fake ones. So what I did that night was I used, let me zoom me out a little bit. Okay. So what I used the night that I did my makeup was these Ardell's. These are the faux mink ones, the 811s. These are freaking awesome, guys. I love them. Like I said, I think the ones that I wore are probably still in Jackson. I don't know what I did with them. I just ripped them off that night and didn't wear them again. But anyway, usually I wear lashes multiple times. So these are really big lashes. So what I did was I cut them in half. You can see that I have the other half here, but I used the inner half for my eyes because I have hooded eyes. So if I had have taken this long one, my eyelashes would have been up to my eyebrows. It would look really, really weird. So what I did was I cut them and I used the inner corner, we'll say. So I cut them and used this part on my eye. So I have another pair of lashes. These are by Ardell also. These are not the faux mink, but these are Ardell 812s. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna use the whole strip on one eye. See, I could take it and do it like that, but I don't want to. I am going, instead of using both lashes and cutting them, I'm only gonna use one. So these have a clear band, so I like to snip the end off. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's just a little bit of an extra band that I don't need. So make sure that's off, and then you're literally gonna cut them right down the middle. Because what we're gonna do, is that the middle? No, that's not the middle. Is we're now going to take these and put them on the outer half of our eyes. So I am going to get my lash glue. This is Duo Lash Glue. This is the clear kind, it's just a brush on. So make sure all the fuzz on my lashes are off. Now these are not as thick as the lashes I wore that night, but that's okay. You can, I mean, if you're gonna do this look and you wanna wear them, just go buy the ones I bought. So I'm gonna take this glue and I'm going to put it on the band. I'm gonna be pretty generous because I want this to stay. This goes on and it looks kind of blue-purple. So I'm going to put this on and I'm going to let it dry, or at least get tacky. You don't want to put these on as soon as you put the glue on because it's just going to move all over your eye and it's not going to look good. So let me zoom you in again. Okay. Once you've let it get kind of tacky, then we're going to attempt to put them on. I pray this comes out okay because hard enough to put lashes on, much less when you're doing it on camera. So let's try this. So I like to get as close to my lash line as I possibly can. Okay. already see how nice it looks with the lashes. Okay. All right. That wasn't too bad. Now that they're on, I like to go back in and go over with the liner again. So I just go over here and just paint the band. Sorry, no, I'm gonna go in and I am going to do a little highlight on the eyes. So I like to use this color. This is by Makeup Geek. It's called Shimma Shimma. Obviously, if this focuses, you will tell, yep, how much I love this color. I'm about to hit pan. This color is phenomenal. It does not take much. A little goes a long way. So just put a little bit on your brush. And then we're going to highlight under our brow bone. Okay, and then I like to take a little bit in the inner corner, pop it in the inner corner. We already used that Stila liquid, but I like to put a little more. Okay, we're going to do lips next, and then I swear we're almost done. I'm going to use Whirl by MAC. So I like to go in and just start with the top lip. And then I like to just kind of fill that in a little bit. This lip liner to me smells so weird. I don't know if I'm the only person that thinks that, or if I'm just really weird. But I think it smells weird. It smells like crayons. I love this stuff. This is by Jessie James Decker. This is through Alexa Perskos Cosmetics. This is her Jessie lip kit. If you have that lip kit, you can totally just use the lip liner. So I do have that lip liner. So since I have it, I'm gonna use a little bit of it. If you don't have it, just use Whirl, or I like Bobbi Brown Pale Mauve, I think it is. But this stuff, seriously, do yourself a favor and go buy this lip kit because it's phenomenal. The color is incredible. And it's a lip liner you don't have to sharpen. You just twist it up. So what I like to do is I like to color in kind of the outsides. I don't like to color in the inside. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to take our lipstick. I'm getting down to like nothing, so I have to order another one eventually. Put that on. Voila. Lips are done. So is I like to go back in with some more bronzer. So back with Hoola and just, you know, darken it up a little bit, because you can never ever be too bronze in my opinion. And now you see it starts to like really come together now that you've got all your makeup on, and it looks so freaking pretty. I just love this look so much. Sorry, my allergies are really bad. I'm not sick or anything. I just have really bad allergies. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with this Too Faced bronzer. It's called Sun Bunny. And this is like a shimmery type of one. So get some of that. Put that on there. Put some on your neck. If you guys want to see how I did my hair that night, let me know and I'll curl it. I'll show you guys. It's so easy. It really is. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my blush real quick. We're gonna put another bronzer on, a highlighter, and then we're done. The blush I'm using is by Milani. This is called Romantic Rose Powder Blush. It's just in the shape of a rose. Take a Real Techniques blush brush and just put it on your cheeks like this. I'll be honest, blush is my least favorite makeup product. I think because my face is a little bit naturally red, but I do like it. I'm growing to like it more. Okay, and this stuff's pretty light, so I really like it. Okay, and then one more bronzer, just one more. This stuff is by Hard Candy. I don't even have a lid for it anymore when I travel with it. I just have to be prepared for the bag that I travel in is going to get demolished because it gets everywhere. I went to the store to try to find more and I can't find it, but it's just, it's just a shimmery bronzer. You can find one similar to it, or you could just use a Sun Bunny and be normal, but I like to use like 4 different bronzers because I'm weird. So, but I like to take this and literally put it all over my face. So, and I put it over my blush as well. I don't know if there's a rule you're not supposed to do that, but whatever. I'm gonna open this a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. Hopefully that's a little brighter for you. Put some on your neck. Like I literally put this all over my face. Okay, and then, so next I told you I go back into my eyebrows. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna fill in any areas of my eyebrows where I'm not happy with them. So I'm gonna zoom you in. We're gonna go back in with our brow pencil and we're gonna look and see. So I just go in and anywhere that I feel has lightened up that I don't like, I just go in and darken it up a little bit. Sorry, I know the lighting is kind of hard to see in here, but just go in there, make your corrections. Okay, I'm happy with those. So I'm gonna take and I'm just gonna brush them out. And then I'm gonna set them. I like to use, where's my brow gel? Any brow gel works. The brow gel I have on me is L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. Just any brow gel, doesn't matter. And then you just take this. I like to brush my eyebrows up. just like that. Okay, and now we're gonna highlight. The highlight I like to use is by ColourPop. I told you this brand is amazing. I got this at Ulta. They're now selling ColourPop in Ulta. Obviously not the whole line, but some good stuff. This is their Super Shock Cheek Pearlize. This is called Flexitarian. This is the most beautiful highlight. This is so not going to do it justice, but it's gorgeous. So I take my my ring finger, rub it on there. These feel so cool. They're like a gel powder hybrid. And then I go in and I just start dabbing it on. And this was like $8, I think. So you don't have to spend a ton of money to get like some really good products. You really don't. You can. I mean, there's some stuff that I will splurge on and there's some stuff that I don't feel you need to. ColourPop though is just an amazing brand. I've noticed lately there's a lot of brands that are coming out with stuff that's more affordable, that, you know, pretty much everybody can get their hands on, and it's good stuff. It really is. So I like to take and put some down my nose. Ooh, my goodness. And then I just keep going over because I like a lot of highlight. A lot. So freaking pretty, you guys. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Yep. And then a little right there. And then I like to put a little, just a little bit under my eyebrows right here where we put that other stuff. You can just never have too much. And then that's really it. I'm gonna set it with some setting spray. You can use whatever, again, doesn't matter. I happen to be using this Milani Make It Dewy. I really like the Urban Decay, but I just didn't buy it last time. So this stuff works well. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Okay. Okay, make sure to keep your eyes closed. You don't want to move anything. Okay. Okay, so that's all of it. I know it's probably a little longer than you thought it might have been. It took me a little longer than I thought it would, honestly, but it's a little harder when you're trying to teach and you're doing it. Just doing my makeup, I could do it in like 30 minutes and it's really fast. But I wanted to show you guys everything that I did and everything that I used. The only difference is that I don't have the exact same lashes on that I did when I did it the other night. But yeah, I really love how this makeup came out. It's so pretty. That Stila, this Stila product is incredible. I wish I had bought this a long time ago. But yeah, I really love this makeup look. I hope you guys like it too. I hope it's pretty easy for you to follow. If you have questions, please let me know. I absolutely love to help anybody that wants to know. I'm not a professional by any means. This is just learning what I've learned over the years and just practicing. It takes a lot of practice, as with anything, to get good at what you want to do. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. Again, I'm not professional at this. I don't do this. I did do the YouTube thing a couple years ago, but I don't think my heart was in the right spot when I did it. Now I just want to do it to help people out. And this is a passion of mine. You know, it's not a super serious thing that's going to save the world or anything like that. But if I can make, you know, another girl feel really good about herself with makeup, then I've set out what I wanted to do. I've done what I set out to do. Sorry, I can't speak anymore. Yes, it's a superficial thing, but makeup can do some incredible things for you. It really can. It can just it does a lot for you more than just being superficial. It really does. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it for you. So please let me know what you guys want to see next. If you want to see how I curled my hair that night, I would be happy to do that for you guys. It's very easy. But yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.